We needed some more in-town space, and it's hard to find in-town space that's appropriate for farming. And this space is. I mean, it's always been a farm. And it was grandfathered in as a farm, and it gives us the opportunity to expand our operations.
Will be at jail.
Yeah, I think it is.
It is currently.
I think so.
Yeah, I've never heard that.
That's what she said.
With the land trust who ends up owning the dirt, ground leases the dirt, and then we finance the end improvements.
Gotcha.
I've done some of the construction loans on the front end.
We want to ask that if we could, we just want to say a blessing on this property, and then I'm going to get out the way. Because the mayor and I have another meeting that we have to be at in a little while. But
I'm Spencer Fry. I'm the state rep for this district, and we're really excited to see this go on. I've driven past this piece of property since 1986 as a college kid, and really happy that we can save it from the development that's encroaching out here. This is a beautiful piece. And where's the 5-acre wood? Right there. So it's connecting with another piece of property that's going under easement, and this is just a great opportunity. You guys have some great people that are working with you to garden some great food, and I'm just happy to be here. Thank you for all your hard work.
Thanks, Spencer.
Y'all for all your hard work.
Thank you. I want to introduce Christina Hilton. She's our Community Agriculture Program Director. So she will be overseeing this site along with the West Broad site and all the community gardens that we have going on, the farmers market. She's a long list of responsibilities. Anyway, Christina.
Good afternoon, everyone. I want to thank you all for coming out to celebrate with us the opening of the groundbreaking for our Ruth Street Urban Farm. We are so excited about the possibilities that can happen here for both the community and the organization as we continue to support sustainable agriculture, local foods, and health and nutrition. So we're really excited for you all to be out here. We're excited for all the possibilities, and we certainly look forward to you coming out and enjoying some of the food.
She forgot to tell you that I am a farmer, and she just put me on a lot of pressure. I'm the state director for rural development here in Georgia, and the good news is Heather has me thinking creatively. The bad news is it's going to be kind of hard to bring our programs and the funding that comes along with them to this project, because we're not, even though we're on a farm, we're not in a statutorily defined rural area. But Heather and I are working on it. So that creativity has always been something that we were able to work on. At USDA, we're a very broad agency, and what we like to say at the department is that we really do touch every life, every day, in every way. And just to give you a couple examples, with our food safety program, USDA, I mean, once the food that we're partaking of now, the food that we have for lunch and breakfast, we're pretty sure that we could sit down to a safe meal because of food safety inspection service. And then with just one other example would be for the Farm Service Agency. Through that program, we can finance the actual land for the farm, the actual operating capital needed to operate the farm. And then with the Natural Resource Conservation Service, which is eligible for this area, we can provide for the soil, water, and air protection that's needed to go along with farming.
A little bit about what's going on here, because I think a lot of people wonder what are we going to do. First, let me say, it's going to take a while. Please understand, it's going to take us a while to get all this going. You know, the first step is we're going to try to plow up the land if the weather cooperates, amendments, and then plant a fall crop. We want to expand what we are doing at West Broad, and we need more space to do that. That's what this is about. Down the road, we'd like to turn this into a training facility where we can teach people how to do farming organically, a place to be able to pay and hire neighborhood residents so that there's job opportunities here. There's so many things. We want to do so much here. We're going to have to ask the county for permission at some point, and we'll take it all before them. Thank you. But one of the things, so everyone knows, the farmhouse is open right now. It's under construction. So if you want to go in and kind of snoop around and see, it's a really neat old house, the White House up on the street. What else to say? Maybe we should break ground? All right. Laura, would you come up? Board members? Quentin, Spencer, Nancy? Yep.
Mayor Jensen, ground and wedges.
Actually, it's not bad at all.
I want everyone to recognize this is not something that we're going to be able to do overnight. But, you know, first we're going to start by just planting some produce and farming, expanding on what we've been doing at West Broad, just to expand our capability. And down the road, we'd like to make this an educational site where people can come be trained on how to farm organically, like to be able to raise enough to be able to employ neighborhood residents and teach job skills and entrepreneurship skills based around agriculture. And that's one of the important things about finding space in town.
Our agency under Secretary Vilsack, who's Secretary of Department of Agriculture, has a big push for nutrition and sustainable agriculture. Urban agriculture, and so even with the Natural Resource Conservation Service, grants and other programs could benefit this project by placing hoop houses, could put in an irrigation system, fencing if it meets a certain or if it protects a certain environmental concern. Mm-hmm. So there are at least a couple of avenues that would work on an urban farm.
There's 5 acres of land that would ever come available to do something like this with, right in the middle of a community, you know, almost downtown. I mean, we're probably with 3 miles from downtown. It only took me a minute or two to get over here. Yeah. And so it's just an absolutely wonderful opportunity because it's large enough to grow enough food to really be significant, to be meaningful. It won't be just a handful of tomatoes and a few squash or something. I mean, they could actually grow some row crops here if they wanted to, but it'll be big enough for people to really understand what growing your food is all about. And I think that's been lost to this generation. I grew up eating what we grew. It'll be the first of a community garden of its kind right in the middle of town. It will be teaching people healthy eating styles, and hopefully it will get people to burn some calories working in the garden as well.